right, now one of the guys fighting for a roster spot is long snapper Thomas Fletcher.
That's right. The Panthers actually used a 6th-round pick on the 2-time CFP champ from Alabama. He's making quite an impression on the Panthers staff so far, too. Our very own Will Kunkel caught up with him today in Spartanburg.
All right, Thomas Fletcher, number 46 for the Carolina Panthers.
Sir.
How's that sound, bro?
It sounds awesome, man. It hasn't gotten old yet, that's for sure.
How many times have people asked you about the infamous video now of you and Matt Rhule and you freaking out?
It's definitely become part of my life, and the excitement hasn't gone anywhere, man. I wake up every day just as equally excited to come up here and be a part of this organization. It's been, thus far, the experience of a lifetime, for sure.
What's training camp like for a long snapper when you're in a competition? What do? Do you just put like beer bottles on the sled and see who can hit them off, and whoever wins, gets the job?
I mean, it's just about, for me, learning a lot of new things and getting to learn from a veteran like JJ, and just about consistency. Finding kind of almost like a golf swing in a lot of ways. You want to have the same repetitive swing over and over and over again. We're doing a lot of the same stuff over here and getting reintroduced to snapping and blocking versus in college. You just kind of snap and run. But yeah, it's been a lot of, just taking coaching and learning from the older guys.
There's a lot of jokes about what the specialists do during training camp. Right. I mean, there's a lot of, this.
Absolutely.
Hanging around, just shooting it.
Right.
What do you boys talk about when you're not talking long snapping? I mean, how much can you really talk about long snapping in a 2.5-hour practice?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about everything under the sun, man. I mean, talk about golf. JJ is wicked smart and loves to talk about finance and accounting and all that sort of stuff, which goes way over my head. Always talks about investments from everybody, what Joey's done off the field, what Joe's done off the field, all that sort of stuff. But it would be hard to describe a certain thing because it changes day to day. It really does. But we do talk a lot about football.
That is what JJ is. I mean, when we go in the locker room, I'll literally just kind of meander over to JJ's locker and just listen to who he's educating on what topic on a given day.
And you'll probably learn something that you never knew before, for sure.
What do you talk about in long snapping? Like, what is the conversation outside of faster, more accurate?
That's pretty much it. It's pretty much faster, more accurate, quicker first step, stronger second step, that sort of stuff. It's a position that isn't crazy detailed, but the fine details have to be perfect. You got to snap and take a step and get back, and the guy that you're blocking is 100% of the time bigger, faster, and stronger than you are.
How does one become a long snapper? Surely it's not like freshman year in high school, you're like, all right, I'm going out to be the team's long snapper, because long snappers, like pitchers, are athletes at some point in their life.
Right.
So when did it transfer over to long snapper, and what did you play before?
Well, so for me, actually, my dad was a snapper. My dad snapped at San Diego State and snapped for the Seahawks and the Raiders in the 90s, and so I always knew what it was. I got introduced to it.
So
at
you're
a,
just
at
from
a
the
young
start?
Age. Well, I knew about it from a young age, but at the same time, believe it or not, it's not the coolest thing in the world to your friends when you're 8 or 9 years old to want to be a snapper. So I played everything, man. I played quarterback, I played tight end, I played linebacker, I played baseball, basketball, I played golf. Loved sports as a kid.
So wait, when you were 8 or 9, I always screamed, all-time quarterback.
Right.
Did you scream all times long snapper?
I was not quite at that point. Once I got older, absolutely. I was watching all the other dudes do what they do at practice, and I was like, yeah, snapping's probably the way to go.
What's it like trying to take JJ JANSEN's job, 14-year vet here? I mean, what's that competition like? I mean, do you get mean texts about that?
I have not gotten a
tweets?
mean text or tweet. I don't really pay attention to Twitter or any of that all that much. I don't think that's a great way to live your life, honestly. But no, it's just, for me, it's just been a day-by-day thing. I'm in a very, very beautiful position where I get to learn from somebody who's done it for a really, really long time, and, just kind of taking the approach of stacking good days together and not getting too high or too low and just doing my job.
I mean, JJ's not even like a mean guy.
No,
he's
a great
He
guy.
doesn't bump into you in the hallway and just be like, hey, bro.
No, man, he's been
just walk past you to ignore
He's been phenomenal. And I've had questions for him that he's, answered for me in every way that he could, doesn't hold anything back. It has been a great teacher for me, great mentor. So yeah, he's been phenomenal.
So between the video of you getting the call that you got drafted, which is incredible, to the point where apparently you can sing in Italian with your shirt off. Now, I don't want you to keep your shirt on. I don't need that right now. It's going to take a 20-minute ordeal.
Right.
I'm not pulling it off like that. I know how that goes. Can you sing for us a little bit? Andrea BOCELLI, is that it?
Andrea BOCELLI. I would if Coach Rhule wasn't doing his press conference over there.
What if I start you off?
At a later date, we'll get that done. I'm not going to interrupt his thing right now, though.
Coach Rhule needs to wrap it up, is what he needs to do.
As a long snapper, that is, you don't do that.
A rookie long snapper doesn't interrupt coach's press conference.
No, that's not how it goes. But good story about it. That was on a Tuesday night, and we had Fan Fest that Friday or Saturday. Mr. Tepper was not at my performance on Tuesday, but he was at the Fan Fest. And so I was standing on the sideline beforehand, and we're waiting to, go out and do our punt period. And Mr. Tepper walked over to me before practice started, and he goes, "Do it, I want to hear it." And had me sing for him in front of everybody. So yeah.
How'd that go? Have you ever serenaded a man like that?
Not on the spot, but first time for everything.
A billionaire nonetheless?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I just done it in front of the entire organization on the Tuesday beforehand, so
why no shirt?
So that's kind of the offensive lines thing. Like they love the, take your shirt off, and they just rip their shirts off. And I went up and kind of stood there for a second and was like, you know what, I'm taking my shirt off. And I just took it off, threw it down, place went nuts, and then, broke out in Italian and tore the house down. Yeah, if you listen to a song enough times, you start to remember how it sounds.
This is me trying to drag this conversation out long enough
So
so
I
when
can
Matt
sing.
Rhule is finished with his press conference, it doesn't look like it's happening, unfortunately, although he's moving around a lot.
No, he's doing his thing.
All right, Thomas, we appreciate you coming on, man.
It's a pleasure, man. I appreciate you very much.